Hey guys, Bidger here to do an album review. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about Unearth's new album, Extinctions, out November 23rd on Century Media. This record has 10 tracks and is 38 minutes in length. I first became aware of the album through the song Incinerate. It got a huge push on SiriusXM Liquid Metal, and it was almost impossible for you to sit in your car and not hear this song. It was constantly being played. So that piqued my interest. That really got me thinking about what the rest of the album was going to sound like, how the lyrics of the album were going to be. It just opened a lot more questions to me than it offered answers. So the only way for me to answer those questions was to sit down and listen to the record. First thing I noticed was that Incinerate was the first track on the record. So I really enjoy when the singles are the first couple of tracks on the record. It just makes me feel comfortable, it allows me to bring my guard down, and it really allows me to ease into the listening experience of sitting down and hearing the whole record. It just allows me to flow into the record a lot better versus having the singles towards the middle of the album. It's just a personal preference, I really like that. So this album had that Incinerate track as the first opening salvo, if you will, and I really enjoyed it because it allowed me to feel comfortable. It gave me a song that I was already familiar with, and it eased me into the rest of the record. Now, if I have to put this whole record into 3 words, to describe it into 3 words, I would have to use sick, filthy, relentless. These are perhaps the best 3 words to describe this album from song 1 to song 10. This album is all of those things. I hear people all the time refer to songs or records as making you want to punch mountains. This album makes you want to eat mountains. It's just so filthy, so sick, and absolutely relentless from song 1 to song 10. It just never gives you a chance to catch your breath, and if it does, it's a very slim chance. It really just full of octane, high octane from song 1 to song 10. I really enjoy the fact that the name of the album, Extinctions, really plays into the lyrical content of the record. They really did a good job creating a title of the record that really encompasses the whole lyrical motif of every single song on the record. This whole record is about extinction one way or another. Either the ones that we're causing to other species on our planet, or perhaps us causing our own self-extinction. So I really like the lyrical content of this record. Is really current, is really modern, if you will, but it's a different twist to it. They did it in a very unique and different way. Not preachy at all, just really a different look at different things that are going on in the world around us, and how not only we impact our own lives, we impact those around us and those of the species around us as well, and the world around us. So I really like what they did with the record from a lyrical perspective, and I really like that the title of the album really reflects well on the lyrical content from song 1 to song 10. Now, this record is really full of anger, full of violence, full of pure heaviness, and that was something that was given to us predominantly through the vocals and through the guitar playing on this record. Let me start with the vocals. I really enjoyed Trevor's vocals. Absolutely phenomenal. I wish I had a voice like that. That was the feeling that I got after each single song. I'm trying to sing along to them, and my voice is not nearly as close to his voice. So I felt a little bit disappointed with myself, but at the same time, I was so happy with Trevor's voice on this record. Absolutely phenomenal. It's pretty much harsh vocals all the way through. There are some clean vocals here and there, very sporadic. I can think of a song called The Hunt Begins, has a little bit of a clean vocals in there. I'll talk more about that song when I talk about my top 3s. So the album is predominantly harsh vocals all the way through, and it just fits perfectly into the motif of the album, into the whole story that they're trying to tell you with this album. But more importantly, it really fits well with the aggression that the music has. His voice is the perfect partner to the aggression that comes from the music side of things. Now, on the music side of things, I really have to talk about the guitar playing on this record. Absolutely phenomenal. To me, the guitar playing, like I said, in Trevor's vocals were the 2 key elements, the 2 high notes, if you will, of this album. The guitar playing is absolutely phenomenal. There was nothing I didn't enjoy about the guitar playing on this record. I enjoyed the melodies, I enjoyed the riffs, I enjoyed the breakdowns, I enjoyed the solos. Everything surrounding the guitar playing on this album is majestic, really well done. They really use the guitars as an instrument to enhance the heaviness when they needed to be enhanced, when create melody when it needed to be created, but also to partner it up with Trevor's voice in order to give the songs the needed aggression that they needed, or to give the songs a little bit of melancholy, a little bit of sadness, a little bit of an atmospheric vibe, if you will. I really like how the two really worked well together, but on a different point, if I just have to talk about the guitars, separate from Trevor's vocals, the guitars are absolutely phenomenal on this record. An amazing job done from every single song, from every single possible perspective. I really like how they incorporated some solos into the songs to give the song a little bit of a sense of melody, but also give the song a sense of tragedy, if you will. I love the breakdowns, I love the riffs, I love the sound. I love how the guitar really helped tell the story that Trevor was telling you through the lyrics of the songs. What a perfect combination between those two, between the vocals and the sound of the guitar, to really create an album that's pure heaviness from song 1 to song 10. Relentless, just absolutely relentless to the listener. It just really doesn't allow you to catch your breath. It's just an album that just will bring some anger from inside of you to the outside. It's going to be very hard to listen to this album and not feel something, not feel that aggression that you're listening to flow through you and wanting to come out one way or another. This is an album that I think live is going to play extremely well. It's going to get the crowd really excited. It's going to get the crowd really motivated, and it's going to create for some epic live shows. This album has a lot of different components, and the one that glues it all together is the aggression, is the heaviness that's really present from song 1 to song 10. Now, as far as favorite songs, I didn't want to mention any of the songs that have been released so far. I really wanted to pick 3 songs that were different, because if you're watching this video and the album is not out yet, I really wanted to give you a glimpse into what to expect from the record. So I didn't want to talk about songs that are already available, that you can already listening to. So I picked Dust. It's the second song on the album, and this song, talk about a song that makes you want to punch mountains. This song makes you want to rip mountains apart, never mind punching them. It starts with a great guitar melody, but I really enjoy the fact that that melody was still used throughout the song, specifically in the chorus. It really gives a very ominous vibe to the song. It makes the song very heavy, but at the same time there's just a sense of being uncomfortable with something that comes from that guitar melody. I really enjoyed it. This song to me is the perfect example of a child of 2 insane elements that I mentioned earlier. Trevor's vocals and the absolutely insane, incredible guitar work. This is perhaps one of the songs that better encapsulates what I was saying earlier about the record. Perhaps a song that really gives you a glimpse into what the whole record is about. A record that's relentless, that's heavy, with great vocals and great guitar work. The breakdown in this song is epic. The solo is very cool because it adds melody to the song. It adds a sense of melancholy to the song. It really adds to the atmosphere that the lyrics are giving you. The solo in this song really does that. The riffs, what can I say about the riffs? This song is incredible from a guitar player perspective, but also from a vocal perspective. Trevor, once again, in this song, a total call to arms. The way he uses his voice, it really transmits to the listener the meaning of the lyrics, what they mean to him, the sense that of the story that the lyrics are trying to tell you, the message, more important, the message that the lyrics are trying to tell you, really come across perfectly well through Trevor's vocals in this song. It's such a high-octane song, packed in less than 4 minutes. Absolutely incredible song. Dust, one of my favorites on the album. Another song that I feel that I need to mention on my top 3 is No Reprisal. The name of this song really says it all, because this song really offers no reprisal to your senses. It's just heavy with some more melodic moments, but overall is a very heavy and relentless song from the beginning to the end. The chorus perhaps being the only exception that allows you to catch a little bit of a break from that aggression, but overall it's a very relentless song with really no reprisal to the listener. I really like the killer guitar melody that's in the chorus, and like I said, the chorus is the only part of the song that really offers you a little bit of a breathing room, and in part it's due to the amazing guitar melody that the chorus has. Very hooky song with a very catchy chorus, I can see this song really becoming the anthem of the album, if you will. A song that once again in a live setting will play really well, because it will allow for people to sing along to it, get their fists, their horns up in the air and just sing with it and feel like they're part of the show. Very catchy, hooky chorus with a very good guitar melody for a song that to me will become the anthem of this album. Now, my absolute favorite song on the album is The Hunt Begins. It's hard to put in words how I feel about this song. This is a majestic, it's a masterpiece of a song in how it was constructed and how it was put together. Another heavy song, a dynamic song with killer guitar melodies, heavy riffs, and alternating the more heavy melodic parts with the faster, heavier riffs. It has that cool dynamic throughout of the song. It's really a song that really, it never sets into a comfort. It never allows the listener to feel 100% comfortable in what to expect next. Because the song has a very strange and weird dynamic to it, has a very different dynamic to it, but one that really works well. The climax of this song, without a doubt, is a more stripped down melodic guitar part towards the middle end of the song that allows for the clean vocals to use. This is one of the songs that uses clean vocals, just in a very small piece, that you have a more melodic guitar melody and then you have the clean vocals on top of it. And the clean vocals are really used as a setup for what's coming next. And what's coming next is a much heavier guitar riff with heavy, harsh vocals. It was almost like something was building towards something. You can feel the dial being turned all the way to 11. You can feel that, you can feel something ominous around the corner. So they use the clean vocals to really set up how heavy the song finishes off. And that was perfect, because the song is very heavy to start with. There's a very cool dynamic with the song. But then when you introduce that more stripped down guitar melody with the clean vocals, almost spoken word, if you will, when you introduce that, it really breaks the routine of the song, it really breaks the dynamic of the song, and you're not really sure what's coming next, but you feel like it's building towards something, and what's building towards is an incredible guitar melody, perhaps one of the most beautiful guitar melodies throughout the whole record. It has a very dark vibe to it, but a very beautiful vibe at the same time. With the harsh vocals on top of it, it makes this one of the best songs on the record. By far, my favorite song on the record. Anyways, guys, this is it from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll be reading your comments and getting back to you. Take care.